Welcome back, folks. It's Friday, December 29th, 2027. Now, born on this date in 1959, comedian Paula Poundstone of Huntsville, and in 1967, former NFL player Tony Tolbert of Tuskegee. Topics today include the medical marijuana industry, the price of an Auburn education, and the passing of a popular political figure. My name's Ike Morgan, and we are down in Alabama. Unless a court steps in, the Alabama Medical Cannabis Commission is issuing licenses to businesses today as the state's medical marijuana industry tries to get started, reports AL.com's Mike Kaysen. Today ends a 28-day period since licenses were awarded. The issuances of those licenses is the next step, coming after the businesses were given that time to pay for inspections and license fees. These are businesses that will be involved in cultivating, processing, transporting, testing, and dispensing medical cannabis. Now, you're probably not shocked that this hasn't been a completely smooth process since Alabama passed the law that authorized the production and use of medical cannabis. The commission also approved a motion to hire a hearing officer for the investigative hearings requested by companies that were denied licenses. The state law limited the number of licenses that would be available, leading to some predictable conflicts in this process. The Wall Street Journal, in a story that looked at Auburn University's budget documents over 20 years, called the school one of the nation's priciest public colleges, reports AL.com's William Thornton. According to Education Department data, the average in-state freshman pays $25,000 a year in tuition at Auburn, a 60% increase over 15 years ago. Auburn's budget has grown from around $600 million to $1.7 billion over the past 20 years. Former university president Jay Gouge told the Journal, "It costs money to deliver quality education. You've got to have the facilities. You've got to have the faculty. It takes a lot of things." And Auburn, by the way, has grown its enrollment by 11,000 students since 2000. State Senator Arthur Orr, a Decatur Republican, said one thing missing from the story was a heavy reduction in state education appropriations as a result of the 2009 economic recession. North Alabama political figure and former state GOP chair J. Elbert Peters has passed away, reports AL.com's Howard Doplowitz. Peters' grandson, David Wisdom, announced the passing on social media. Peters led the state Republican Party from 1992 to 95 and the Madison County Republican Executive Committee from 1970 to 74. His passing was acknowledged by both of Alabama's U.S. senators and other state Republicans. State Representative Matt Simpson of Mobile, quote, "He was a stalwart in Alabama politics. I will miss him." Elbert Peters was 90 years old. And that, folks, is our last news briefing of 2023. Thanks so much for what's now more than 5 years of support for Down in Alabama, support that's come from all around the state, from Lookout Mountain to Mobile Bay and the Shoals to the Wiregrass, but also well beyond the state. We've heard from folks all over who use us to keep up with what's going on back home, and we appreciate every one of y'all, even the New Jersey audience and Florida Gator fans. Now, I hope you'll give us a chance to be part of your new year. I suspect it'll be a big one for us. Hey, thanks again for listening. We'll do this again on January 1st. Until then, remember, we're open 24 hours a day and 7 days a week on the Information Superhighway at AL.com.